This is part 2 of the T5 application. Yesterday we focused on landlords. Today I want to briefly speak to the tenants. So if you moved out because your landlord gave you an N12 or an N13, but now you suspect they never actually followed through on the reason they gave, you may be entitled to compensation. So when can you file a T5? If you received an N12 saying, for example, your landlord or their family was moving in, but instead the unit was rented to someone else, or even sold, you can file a T5. If you received an N13 for renovations or demolition, but the unit was never actually renovated, or it was re-rented after renovations without giving you the option to move back in. Note that even if the board issued an eviction order, you can still file a T5 if the landlord's original notice was dishonest in your view. So what can you win? Well, you can receive up to 12 months rent in compensation, moving costs reimbursement, and compensation for increased rent at your new place. How do you prove your case? How do you prove your T5? You're going to want to search rental listings, so Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, the MLS, and see if your old unit was put up for rent. Ask the new tenant when they moved in and what lease they signed. You can also check property sales records to see if the landlord sold instead of moving in. Keep all communication with your landlord, including emails and texts, and get witness statements from neighbors or other tenants who saw what happened. Now, finally, tenants, you also need to know your rights because bad faith evictions happen more often than you think. And if you suspect your landlord lied to you to make you leave, gather your evidence and file a T5. If you need assistance with that, give me a call and I can help draft it or defend it. 905-926-5898.